Data structures like hash table uses hash code to save and retrieve the data fastly from the memory. Hash table is very similar to a book. How a book has an index. Similarly, hash table also maintains an index. For better understanding of how indexing works, we will see with an example of hash table which has student class as a key and its corresponding report card as its value. For a hash table of size 50, index array of size 10 is sufficient. First, we need to compute the hash code for the student objects. Then this hash code is mapped to index between range 0 to 10. In our case, both student S1 and S3 shares the same index 0. When two or more key shares the same index, such a kind of problem can be addressed using a linked list. At the 0th index in the index array, you could see a linked list is formed. When you try to retrieve the report card details of student S3, again hash code is computed and it is mapped to the index between range 0 to 10. Obviously, again we will get back the index 0. Directly navigate to the 0th index in the index array, where the first node has the details of student S1. We have to navigate this linked list till we get the memory location details of student S3's report card. Next comes the question how to compute the hash code value for an object. Usually, the key of the hash table would be a value type, but in our case, student is a reference type. Let it be a .NET framework or Java framework. By default, at the framework level, the definition for get hash code method and equal method would be available because the framework knows how to compare a two value type like integer, float, or string. But student is a user defined type. Framework doesn't know how to compare a two student object. We have to override the get hash code method and equals method so that the framework knows how to compare a two student object. Ideally, the get hash code method has to return a unique value for every object, but this hash code function is not going to be as complex like a hash algorithm. To have a very less computation time, we will be writing a very simple logic inside a get hash code method. Because of its simplicity, there might be cases two or more objects may give a similar hash code. In such a case, equals method is also executed, where the contents of the two objects is compared. If the contents also same, which means we are trying to insert a duplicate object inside a hash table, which the hash table won't allow. This is how hash codes are useful to compare the two user-defined objects. When you compare a two user-defined object, first the hash code function is executed. The two hash codes are same or not would be checked first. If those are not same, then immediately we can say the two objects are different. If the hash codes are same, then equals method would be executed.